Hi. We'd like to do an idea for you that was related to the H2O GATE Watergate Blues.
See how I fly like a catapulted penguin. Incredible a spectacle, a short time to get it in. I soar with grace and ease and luck. The ladies all love how I'm rocking the touch. Not giving a fly what the haters wanna be me. I'm flying right above them, but they can't even see me. Could've been that they didn't expect it, caught them off guard. Didn't think I'd go in so hard. We could ask Judge Wapner to preside on the verdict. He brings down the gavel as he shares what the word is. He said my style's invincible, your style's inadmissible. He stood and pointed at me, said, fuck with it. See, I'm terribly ill. Hey, you sitting over there, you'd better get up out of your chair. Wait, no, don't get up out of your chair. I want you to sit there or stand there wherever you're at. And if you can, grab a beer and get ready for the next installment of Grizzly Beer Stories, where I tell you a story and I tell you what's up with a beer. This week, it's Garage Brewing's Marshmallow Milk Stout. See, I told you it wasn't going to be all IPAs. So, first, what do? That's right. Check the pour. Gotta have the correct tools of the trade. All right. Let's see what kind of a beast this is, yeah? Oh, look at that. That's dark. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh man, that is marvelous. Not a can, weird, I know, right? All right. Oh, that smells marvelous. So, real quick, I wanted to, sometimes, I'll remember stuff about beer. This one's in a bottle, and normally I'm more of a can guy, but they say, they being, the president and his wife, I don't know. Anyways, they say that the best beer comes from bottles. And that might be because metal can affect the taste of a beer if it heats up too often or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, back to the Marshmallow Milk Stout. Oh, you can totally smell the marshmallows in it. And I mean, look at that. You can see the beautifulness of those logos. Not gonna spill a drop. So this week I'll be sharing with you the story of I don't know, maybe not heartache. It wasn't necessarily heartache. It was more a story of learning. My first real stepping out into the world as a young man. It was definitely a time where I grew more than I had expected to, and maybe that was growing pains on different levels. So first, cheers. Oh man, that's marvelous. It is marvelous. The flavor, the body. What is this? This says roasty, smooth aroma. I'm sorry, I misread that. Flavor, roasty and smooth. Aroma, light vanilla. Balance, dark malts. Body, medium, touch of sweetness. And it's just a touch. It's just like, right there. Ooh, watch out, it contains lactose. So, might give you a little case of the bubble guts if you're lactose intolerant and you really want to try it. Where is it? Oh, 7.1. So not really too hardcore. All right. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, it's got a hint of sweetness, just a touch of sweetness. And you can definitely smell the vanilla. It definitely hits your nose, and that's probably where most of the marshmallow flavor comes from.
So let me see. This story takes place when I was 13-ish. Okay. The youth group in my church was going out for a Valentine's dinner. And the pastor was going to go with us. And, you know, I had gotten up the courage to ask the girl who I was crushing on at the time to go out with me there at church, and she said yes, as she patted me on the head and called me one of her greatest friends. You know, that was awesome. And, you know, my mom, she gave me some money, and we were going to a restaurant in a really nice town on the coast nearby, and, you know, I got as ready as I could, and I had gotten her a plush. So we all show up to where we're going to depart from as a group, and I give her the plush. She's oh, I love the plush. And I felt, you know, like I had scored some points or whatever. What more can I say about this? The carbonation isn't really heavy. It's not like it is with a nitro, but it's really not as fizzy as an IPA is. And yeah, the roastiness really comes through. It's got a good balance. It's got good, really great flavor. Something just flew by. So we you know, she's got the plush in hand. We all get into, I think it's like a 15 packs van or something like that, and we take off, chit-chatting on the way to the restaurant, whatever. And we get to the restaurant, and this is a schmancy restaurant. It is probably the schmanciest restaurant I had seen in my life up until this point in my life. Allow myself to introduce myself. And you know, I don't know if I was wearing slacks or jeans. It was probably jeans, because I don't know if I even owned a pair of slacks at the time. We go inside, you know. I am feeling the pressure of this schmancy place, and I'm trying to be cool. I am trying to be Cool Joe, Cool Hand Luke, Coolio, Cool in the Gang. Calvin Coolidge? Anything else, you know, that could be possibly cool. I was trying to be cooler than cool, and no, I was still sweating, and I'm a sweaty beast. And I'm trying to maintain my, you know, my posture of calm-headedness, and we sit down, and, you know, we're sitting, I think it's like maybe, I think like 3 couples to a table or something like that, and they bring us the menus and some bread, or, you know, bread and water to start off. And we're looking through the menus, and you know, they had some good seafood. They had, you know, different things on the menu. It makes you want to put your pinky up. It tastes so good, and maybe because of this story. So, looking through the menu, and I get to this part of the menu. It's really, you know, it had some dishes, and then on the side, it didn't have a price. It didn't have, you know, numbers on it or whatever. And, you know, I was like, well, whatever, you know, and my date, or, you know, or the person that I went with or whatever, she's looking at her menu and she says, ooh, I really want this. And it was one of the ones that didn't have a price. It said market price. Me, being an intelligent young man, having been to the market, I had seen what steak and lobster costed at the market. So I said, get it, girl. I got this. So she ordered her steak and lobster at market price. Yeah, this is definitely more a dessert beer. Not that you'd want to have a stout with dinner or whatever, especially something like this because it's sweet. It's not so chocolatey, but it's definitely more of a like it says, like a vanilla stout. It's, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of I think it's Ballast Point's Victory at Sea, but it's I haven't had that one in a while, so maybe we'll bring that one around sometime soon and compare it. So yeah, she ordered her steak and lobster at market price because I knew what was up. What do I get? I was like, you know what? I can't let her dine alone. So I get the steak and lobster at market price. The only other menu, or one of the only, the best menu I had to compare to this at this point in my life was Denny's, you know, and they had all the prices, you know, but they had steak on their menu. So I thought, and having been to the supermarket, I thought I had more than enough perspective to make that call. We have dinner. I didn't put steak sauce on my steak, so you know. Being that I was 13, you know, first generation Californiano, I might have asked for it medium well. I know. Judge me in the comments, okay? We're enjoying dinner. We're having, you know, we're talking, and the lobster. It's delicious. It is delicious, okay? And we're chatting afterwards. I don't remember if we had dessert. I do remember she was sitting there. She could have left the plush in the van, but she brought it in with her. And she put it down next to her on the floor, and she picked it up when she was done eating or whatever, and she's sitting there with it. And I was over the moon, on the dark side of the moon, to infinity, I don't know, something. I was feeling really good. I was. And then they brought up the check. The two lobster and steaks, or steak and lobster, steak and, you know, the surf and turf, which would have been something much more reasonable at another restaurant. At this restaurant was $150, market price. Okay, if I had known that, you know, overstimulation of the physical senses and being unable to compute things was how you had, you know, a heart attack and you died, I probably would have then, or I might have died of embarrassment if I had been able to actually process it. But as soon as I saw the words and those numbers, I just went, Abba. I couldn't believe it. I think I might have had like $60, $70, maybe. I don't remember. I just know that I had not known that level of embarrassment and shame, and man, I didn't know what I was gonna do. The only people there with us were the other people that were having dinner with their, you know, dates or whatever, and the pastor and his wife. And, you know, I pulled him off to the side. I gestured to him as smoothly as I could. It wasn't smooth. It was not smooth. It was not nearly as smooth as this beer. It's a 22. So 16, 22, extra beer. It's like when you order a milkshake at a good restaurant, okay? Because sometimes you order a milkshake at a restaurant and they bring you, there's your shake. Enjoy. Shiesty shenanigans, okay? Pardon my alliteration, but I feel very vehemently about this. A good restaurant will make your milkshake and then bring out the tin cup with it, so that when you're done with what's in your glass, you can take the tin cup of however much extra, because you know they don't make it precisely exactly every time. You know, you can take your tin cup, much like I'm taking the bottle, and pour the rest into your glass for further enjoyment. Pardon me. So yeah, the pastor was great. He was a great guy. I love him. And he covered me, and I don't remember if my mom paid him back or if I worked it off or what, but he saved my butt, and no one from that time has let me live that down since then. Whenever I run into them, whenever they see me on social media, maybe not every time on social media, but they'll be like, "Hey, Margaret Price." Nah. It was a huge learning experience for your boy. And nobody else there knew what it was. If they had known, I would not have made that mistake, that huge misstep. But you know what? I learned, and I've carried that lesson with me. And again, it is something that I'm handing to my boys. If you go to a restaurant at any point in time in your young life and you see market price, be careful. You better have at least 2 Benjamins in your pocket to take care of it, because otherwise, So, yeah, there you go. Another story in my, travails with the loveliness that is the ladies, and the Garage Brewing Marshmallow Milk Stout. It is from Temecula, so you can get it anywhere. I don't know how far north they take it, but I know you can get it just about anywhere here in San Diego County. It's definitely no kind of hoppiness, no kind of IPA, more malty, roasty, a little bit of chocolatey, but that vanilla marshmallowy goodness. It's really, really good. Like I said, great dessert beer. This brewery makes some pretty good ones too. This is probably one of my favorites from them. But yeah, see you next time. Till then, booyah.